go even further beyond!
Yep, my name's Zakashi, and in this video we're going to be discussing a bit of good news from Dragon Ball Legends. We haven't got good news from Dragon Ball Legends in a minute. Like a minute. Right now I just woke up, it's 1:58. Pretty late, it's the afternoon, but it is what it is. Like, as long as I get my 8 to 10 hours of sleep, I'm good. But we're not here to talk about that, we're here to talk about Legends. Now, Legends announced a few things. In a quick summary, just to tell you, there's a TRUNKS Zenkai and some other adjustments. There's also some few other adjustments that I'm going to get into. We're going to read the whole thing, go through it, and I want to hear what you guys got to think. But I saw TRUNKS, like, I loaded up Twitter. Twitter's probably like the first thing I load up in the morning, and I checked my notifications and whatnot, and I see that Dragon Ball Legends actually made a tweet, but it's not a preview, and today's Friday, so it's kind of like someone knocked on my door right there. But today's Friday, and they don't usually update the game or post tweets on Friday, so it might have been something important or something useful. Maybe they're updating us on something, and I thought, right, because we got all this information. So I don't want to hold you guys too long, let's get into it. But actually, before that, we're also on this grind to 10k subscribers. We're very close to 6k, so if you haven't already, press the subscribe button. Just had to sneak that in there. You gotta help me too, but yeah, let's actually get into it now. So at the top, they're just saying thank you and whatnot. I'm not accepting it till I know what the information is. But it says Zenkai Awakening Summon Update. For characters whose Zenkai Awakening are newly released from the 7, well, that's July 1st, 2020. They do the month first. It's weird. In the UK, we don't do that. We do the date first. So July the 1st and onward, the amount of Awakening Z power that drops from their designated Zenkai Awakening summons will be adjusted to make it easier to raise Awakening ranks. So the rates of probably, like, for you free-to-play guys, you probably only summoned on these Zenkai, Trunks and Goku Youth, which is the free-to-play Zenkais. So the drops are going to be a lot more. But for those guys that have actually paid, then it's going to cost them a lot less to get to the maximum Zenkai rank, because it's going to be cheaper. That's what I'm getting from this already, which is really good. Character Zenkai Awakening conditions will not change, but the amount of Chrono Crystals required for climbing the Awakening ranks will be greatly reduced. Alright, so the amount of drops is actually not changing, but the cost of it is. So the fact that it's cheaper, you'd actually be able to get more for a lower cost. So they could have just went either or. They could have kept the price the same and increased the drop rate, but I feel like people would complain more than if it was to just lower the cost. So I actually like that. I like that much more than anything else. Cool. Now underneath it says, please note that Zenkai Awakening summons released up until now are planned to remain unchanged until November 2020. That's a while away. It's like half the year. And the revisions are estimated to be applied for November 2020 for previous Zenkai Awakening summons. Thank you for understanding. So from that, there's not going to be a lot of changes until November 2020, but possibly for new characters, not possibly. It says the Zenkai Awakenings are newly released from the 1st of July and onwards. The amount changes. That's what it said above. So when this Trunks drops, he's going to have the lower drop rates. But for the previous characters like Beerus, Broly, Majin Buu, they're not going to change till November 2020. And then it shows the changes. So the single summon is still going to be 100. But the consecutive summons up until now is 300. But it says it's costing 1,000. So, wait, that's even worse. That's crazy. Bro, never mind. I'm reading this with you guys. So if you haven't seen this, then you're watching it here first with me. Like, I'm going through it for like an initial reaction. But I see that the consecutive summon price has gone up, but your chances of actually getting a higher Z power has increased. So there's a chance that you can get 1,500 Z power for a 0.1% chance. You can get 500 Z power for 0.25 chance. You can get 100 Z power for 72% chance. And you can get 70 Z power for 27.65% chance. So they increased the amount because before the only Z powers you can get was 70, 30, 15, and 5. And that's actually quite nice. But if I keep getting 70s, I'm going to be mad annoyed. But it does make the Zenkai Awakening very much easier. Like, at first glance, I saw the 1000 chronos, I'm like, what? But from the explanation, I just didn't grasp it as well. Like, they actually increased the Z power list, which is amazing. And the rates look a bit better. The fact that I can get 1500 Z power in one pool, that's a whole class. So, I respect it, It's just that's a bit more expensive, so it's more pay to win. Because I know people don't really want to put a whole 1000 chronos into one Zenkai summon. Like, that's mad. But I guess I understand as well. And it says freebie underneath. None from before, but now only consecutive summons 100 of the target Z awakening power. I don't even get what that means, but I guess it's free. So let's get into the next bit underneath. So other changes: characters that acquire a Zenkai Awakening from July 1st onward will no longer get Zenkai Awakening missions after this update. Oh, so they're not gonna have missions. That's crazy. Characters with Zenkai Awakenings before these changes will still retain their respective missions. Okay, so the original few, so Gohan, Goku Black, Broly, are still gonna have their missions, but the ones after this, like Trunks, he's not gonna have missions. I'm gonna have to summon for this guy. Damn, I'm doing that though, no cap. That's Trunks. That's big Trunks. I need to know. I need to have him. Hybrid Saiyans go crazy. There will be no changes to event characters, Zenkai Awakening missions. Summons. In addition, as part of the next update on the 1st of July, the highly requested Super Saiyan Trunks teen will finally be Zenkai Awakened. He'll gain additional defensive capabilities as well as offensive bonuses against Lineage of Evil and Frieza Force. I understand because he sliced the hell out of Frieza. You guys see my intro, he sliced the hell out of that boy. Awaken him as an indispensable character to Hybrid Saiyan party. I'm gonna need that, I can't lie. I'm gonna need that. Because I can run him with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because he will probably buff, he'll do that double buff with Red and Hybrid Saiyan. So that's really good. And then he will also have the normal Hybrid Saiyan buff. It says adjustment to obtaining Zenkai Souls. The Recycle Center exchange shop will be established in mid-July to make it easier to obtain Zenkai Souls necessary for Zenkai Awakening boost panels. There you can exchange regular Rising Souls and Super Souls for Zenkai Souls. Oh, that's understandable. They needed that because Zenkai Souls are really bad. Like, I dropped the whole video on it, and even though the video is mad short, but it helped a lot of people because people really don't know how to get them. They're not that accessible. There's only actually 2 ways. So I like that they're doing that. Plus, there's plans to make it possible to exchange Z medals for Zenkai Souls in the near future. So that's just more so for the Zenkai Souls and whatnot. Regarding the 2.9 app update, separate from Zenkai Awakening updates mentioned above, we are also planning for 2.9.0 update to be implemented soon. From here, we'll introduce a few changes. So guilds, speeding up transition from... The guild screen takes long to load. I need that one. Speeding up the exchange connection, that one's important too. Because when you buy something, it takes forever. Adventures, combining and returning notification for adventure. Adding the option to consecutively run the same job request when one finishes. Yeah, that's really good. Assisto bot, a notification will be sent. Yeah, that's more for people that pay. And it says other, adding the souls medals in the exchange shop. Just some really good small details that are actually useful. Like, they'll make a difference along. I'm liking this. The next thing they address is actually PvP. Nah, okay. If this bit is amazing, I'll accept the apology from the start because I didn't do it yet. Regarding dishonest acts in PvP, we are aware of the dishonest acts activity occurring within the rating match rankings. We are also currently looking into technology that could punish users who have broken our terms of service more accurately, and are taking measures to remove those who are unfair means in rankings. We are also looking into measures to implement during the 2.9.0 update maintenance. We do not condone the use of unauthorized means. I'm just going to skim through this because you guys can read as well. We'll try our best to continue a fair environment. It feels like they're just shielding from fire. They're trying their best, so they're saying. Aside from dishonest acts, there's also a matter of disconnection since PvP over pay to play connections without going through. I don't even think that means pay to play. Is difficult to address. Yeah, that's something that's true. It's difficult to address things like that because some people might genuinely lag out. So I guess they're trying. I don't want to accept the well, it's not even a thing where you can accept the thank you. I don't know what I was smoking. I don't even smoke, but yeah, multi-Z powers. We plan on expanding the multi-Z powers obtainable by event settings 1 to 3 star and 4. Yeah, that's important because the multi-Z powers are actually hard to use because you can only use like the 100 to get them from 2 to 3 star, but getting them from 3 to 4 star is a hustle using only the dual coin. I need that. And then just to end it off, and finally the second anniversary events are still ongoing. Soon an event similar to last year's popular celebratory sizzling summer boot camp where you can get new extreme characters before they appear in summons is set to go live. I'm not looking forward to that because that was kind of a grind as well. It's just a longer Zenkai grind. That's pretty much closing it off. I'm happy about the Zenkai, but it is more expensive. But as long as the rates are actually legit, then I mess with it. Trunks, I mess with it. The adventure things, the little guild upgrade, the Zenkai souls, I mess with it. PvP, they need to sort that out properly themselves. But besides from that, it's a decent update. I'm messing with it. I'm actually messing with it. Like, I'm not too fast. They gave me some Z medals and a gift as well. But all of this should be on the screen. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully I didn't read anything wrong, but I did it on purpose, not reading it and just informing you so it can kind of be like a reaction. We're both seeing it for the first time unless you've seen it already, but I know I woke up late so this video might be going up late, but I don't want to drag on this video. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button. In this video I actually want you guys to leave a comment on what you guys think about this update. They touched on PvP, so they're well aware of the issues, but they're saying there's not much they can do as well, but they're trying. I understand, but it's kind of like, come on, it's your game. But yeah, leave a comment regarding something like that. But yeah, my name's Zakashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.